Hi, this is Proc with iRepairMD, and today we will be building a iPhone 6 or iPhone 6s glass replacement or refurbishing a LCD from scratch. What I have in front of me is an iPhone 6 silver with the cracked screen. However, all the function works, and all that needs to be done is the glass to be replaced. There have been some videos of people doing the glass replacement without the liquid UV bonding, but you won't have the accuracy and the true color of the original. So what I'm going to show you guys today is how to actually use my UV bonding liquid. So then I'm going to show you from start to finish how to build this if you can't afford to buy a whole new screen, which can cost about $180. You're in a location where it's hard to get it. All you're gonna need is a few parts. Alright, so what we're gonna do is add heat. Okay, so the first lift we're going to use the razor blade for. Okay, right here you see how the heat of the heat gun actually helped break down the glue. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and run that over here. Lift that up. More heat to remove the frame here. Okay, so we're going to remove this part off. Add a little more heat right here. Okay. Now you don't want to put direct heat on to the LCD, you just want to put it on the glass, the cracked glass shield. And now with a business card, with a razor first, lead it off with a razor, like so. And then I'm going to slide a business card underneath. And now the rest will be done with a standard size business card. Okay, just like what I have here. And just go ahead and run the edges. If it gets tougher to work with, go ahead and add some more adhesive, some more heat to the adhesive. But you can see it comes off fairly easy. Okay. again, we're going to lead off with a razor like that, and then we're going to go ahead and bring in the business card, add a little heat. Okay, run heat about right here. And then just go ahead and use the razor to free LCD right here from the glass from the frame, the plastic frame. Add a little heat to loosen up that bond. Okay. So now I'm going to lift this up from there. Okay, so now take these glasses out of the way. Got one piece left. All right, now we can free the LCD from this. Okay. That's the LCD free. We'll go ahead and test the LCD with a digitizer to make sure that our lift was successful. Let's go ahead and test it out. Okay. There you go. It's a little tacky. Oops, there you go. So everything works. It's just a little tacky. It's harder to get to because of the stickiness, but this LCD does work. Let's go ahead and disable that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just start concentrating on cleaning this LCD. This is where we use my UVX glue, the orange glue. Take the syringe out, and you only need a little bit. You don't want it to run to the edge, okay? Try to prevent it from running to the edge. Underneath is a few film of perforated angle LCD diffuser, so you don't want to get it in there, or you can get a little pattern on the back light. The Apple still uses IPS display as opposed to Samsung using the OLED or organic light emitting. This still require a backlight, so we're gonna have to work around it. Let's go ahead and actually set this on, add a little heat to it like I'm having it here, but I'm preventing it from getting to the edge. You don't want it at the edge, okay? Keep it away from the edge. And then we're gonna go ahead, let it sit for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna let it do that. Be back. All right, so right now we'll let it sit for 5 minutes. What we're gonna do is start agitating it. We're gonna add a little more heat to activate the orange glow to make it be absorbed by the adhesive. Then we're gonna use a toothbrush. This is my daughter's old Hello Kitty toothbrush. She no longer needs. The reason why I use orange glow instead of gasoline is this is a non-hazard for you chemical. And I saw quite a few comments about my iPhone 5 procedure, and you guys are recommending paint solvent and all these other destructive chemical. I don't recommend it because it's hazardous. You don't want to breathe in that kind of fume. Plus, you can catch on fire. This is all right. So, working away, cutting down the orange oil. We're using the orange oil to cut down the adhesive. It's doing a great job. When you do this, be careful. Stay away from the top connectors here. You can accidentally nix it, and then you won't have a digitizer that's functioning. You'll have an LCD that works, but you'll have a bad digitizer. So again, be very careful when you do this cleaning process. You don't really need too much orange glow to do the job. I barely use any. I still have a whole syringe. And when you order my kit, you'll have enough to do one iPhone. You get the UV bonding adhesive for the digitizer and glass. You get the orange glow, and you follow this instruction. You should have a refurbished iPhone 6 screen with no cracks. And you know, this is definitely, these things are not cheap, especially the 6S LCD range for about $200 to $300. And this process might take you about 30 or 40 minutes depending on how fast you work. I'm just taking my time now, and it'll save you some money. Also, you save the world in the process, because you're not throwing away these rare earth minerals into the trash. They're hard to recycle. So save your money and save the environment. Applying mild pressure, so I'm getting most of it off now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and test it out real quick. All right, let's test this out. Put the digitizer into place. Now the LCD. Power it up. Slide, as you can see, things work great. So all the touch works. Blood pressure, nice. All right, so now let's go ahead and clean it off a little bit more, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the bonding, liquid bonding. Okay, so for the edges, I would recommend probably getting a paper towel and getting a little UVX, the orange glow on it, and just rub on the edge. So you go into the corner here, slowly rub it away. See? Perfect. Just be gentle on the edges. Apply at mild pressure. Okay, a little bit more up here. You can see that works perfect. Okay, so now we have this ready for bonding. So we're going to go ahead and prep it. Got the LCD and we took the excess glue off using the orange glow and the alcohol. Now with tape, we're going to mask some area to make sure that the adhesive, the UV bonding adhesive or the UVX does not get to. Because if it does get there, it will damage the connector to the LCD. So let's start masking some areas out. Okay, so I got tape here, standard clear packing tape. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the top edge right here, just right there, to protect the cable from being damaged. And then that's all I'm going to put. Okay, so let's prepare the glass area. We'll lift this off the back side, and then what we're going to do also is prep this area. We're going to tape this area off so we can use later. Mask that out, and then we're going to mask the top also. So we got these two areas masked out, ready to go. Now with the liquid bonding, okay, so we have that already done. I'm going to go ahead and try to get you a closer look at what we're going to do next. Angle this, zoom in a little bit. Okay, that would be good. Take this excess glue off, and let's go ahead and prep this area one more time with alcohol. Okay, so underneath I want to go ahead and put a piece of cardboard or cardstock paper. That's from a package from a razor blade. Line up about right here. Tape it down. Okay. And now what we're going to use now is the UVX bonding, and let's go ahead and apply it. And we're going to apply it to the center. Okay, I'm going to use about the whole quantity that's in this bottle. That's 3 cc. About right there, that's all I need. And I'll go ahead and lower this. Okay, the connector is the top side, and the home button is in the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead, place it in here. I'm going to work it on carefully. Now I'm going to hold this upside down to get rid of the glue. You don't want anything to leak into it. So I'll show you a little while why I did that. You can see the adhesive right there is working its way out. Okay. Now all I have to do is just go ahead, clean the adhesive off the edge using gravity to our advantage here. Now I'm going to flip it over and run this in again. Okay, took the first half of the adhesive off. Now let's go ahead and remove this tape that's in the way. With a razor blade, we want to take this clear plastic tape out so we can start seeing the bubbles that we have to remove off. Okay. working the bubbles out. Okay, working the bottom. We align it later. First thing we have to do is actually work out the bubbles. Now that the bubble are out, I'll move this tape off. Now let's go into align it. Aligning it is fairly easy, at least for me it is. All you have to do is make sure that the LCD is in the center and no excess frame is sticking out. Okay, so you have this right here, and then it's ready for the UV bonding process. Okay, so now let's go ahead and turn on the lamp. When I put the lamp in. Okay, so now that's my UV lamp right there. The lamp is on. So what I want to do is go and lift this off. I'm going to align peel off the tape behind. Now I can actually get a better alignment of the LCD. Flip it over to behind. All you have to do is get the LCD to line up with enough border. You see the border right here. Okay, so now everything's ready to go. We'll go ahead, put the back side in first just to lock it into place. My lamp over it. Okay, so liquid, UV liquid's a little, it feels like syrup. It's very syrupy, and it has a smell. Smells a little bit like syrup too, but it is activated by ultraviolet light, and that's what I'm applying to this right now. What you see there. Okay, now that I got that kind of secure, go ahead and inspect this, make sure there's no bubbles. If there's any bubbles at all, I'll work it out. If there's any bubbles, all you have to do is just push it out. Okay, and then go ahead and put the whole unit inside like this, and then let it cure for 5 minutes. So we'll go ahead and let it cure in there for 5 minutes. So it's been 5 minutes now. Let's go ahead and turn off the UV bonding lamp. And what we're going to do is just go ahead and clean the excess adhesive off, UV bonding off the glass here. Comes off fairly easy. Okay. And then you can go ahead and remove the tape off here. Just to clean this back off too. Okay. And then let's go ahead and pull this off. For the front side tape first. Carefully pull it. Okay.
Now remove this tape off. Careful not to damage the connector. Then use alcohol just to remove any excess uncured adhesive off. So this is what you have here, and this excess adhesive can easily come off by just peeling it off. See right here, you can just scratch these off because they're gel adhesive. They adhere, but they have the flexibility of gel. Okay, so now let's go ahead and test this out. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this back on. Okay. Now let's go ahead and test the screen out. See right here? Perfect. As you can see, this is a perfectly working screen. Everything here works perfect and great. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off. Okay. And let's go ahead and put the frame back on. Disconnect this. As you can see, this bonding process was successful. Now what I'm doing is just removing all the excess glue out of the LCD. I'm use my razor blade to shave some of these tougher bond adhesive off. Okay. Just gonna lightly shave it or scrape it off using the sharp side of my razor. Then a little alcohol to clean. And again, this process will work on the 6 and the 6S. I just haven't had a 6S to demo, but I did have a chance to look at the schematic of it. Aside from the whole 3D touch sensor, which is an additional panel on the back, it uses the same principle. The glass is, however, a slightly thinner, so make sure when you buy for the 6S you get it appropriately right for the 6S. So we're prepping now the backside with alcohol. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and put this back on here, and we're going to use my SGX for that. SGX here, you can get this for my link below on my website, and everything is in stock and ready to ship. When you ship, you'll get a tracking number along with it when you make a purchase. So turnaround time is fairly quick if you're in the US. If you order today, you'll get it within about 2 to 3 days, depending on where you live. But if you're in Hawaii or outside area, it might take a little longer, depending on the post service there and the reliability. I use USPS, have an account with them, and it's been very reliable. Okay, so now that I had SGX on here, I'm gonna go ahead and set the frame into place. Okay. And then again, this is more of a academic exercise, showing that it can be done. But however, if you guys want to do it professionally, more power to you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the frame in. I'm gonna rest it. This UVX SGX takes about an hour and a half to cure, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it cure, and then clean it off, and then we're gonna see. Alright, so I'm gonna put clips onto here. Put paper clips or key ring. Line it right, and then just gonna let it cure, and the way you guys put the frame on is all up to you. Okay, so my frame has been put on, it's been an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this off. Okay, and I went ahead and put actually the ring, the camera ring, and the Bluetooth, the headphone, the earbud plug, and I blacked this out with electrical tape. What I want to do now is go ahead and put these connectors back on, the plates back on. Alright, so the plates are now in place. Put the screws in. Go ahead and put the screw into place. And again, for you guys who are gonna give me some comments about we're missing some components, it's because this is actually my test phone, and the purpose of the test phone is just mainly just to build a LCD. So there's no need to put the speaker receiver on it and other plates. It's just gonna increase the time it takes. But what I'm doing now is just simply testing. I'm putting the home button on because I just need to be able to hit home so I can do some more further tests on the screen. So there's no need to put all the other components in. I'm just doing this so as a demonstration for you guys to see how everything here works. Okay. So normally you're gonna have a speaker, camera adapter, and the proximity sensor. For this purpose, it's just mainly to show you guys that you guys can rebuild the screen. So I put the connectors back in. Okay, making sure it rests into place. Okay, now this is the LCD connector. The top one we just put in earlier was a digitizer. Now this is the home button connector and the fingerprint reader. Okay, and now test it real quick. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and snap into place. Normally you'll put a plate over here, the components here, and the plate over the battery adapter, but again, I just want to show you guys how this LCD rebuild turned out. As you can see, this is a perfectly working iPhone 6. Digitizer, every aspect works. The LCD is working perfectly, responsive, there's no lag at all. Again, what we did was we used the UV bonding liquid and the UV curing chamber with heat gun, a new glass lens, and we got it working for under $30. This is Prac with iRepairMD. Safe repair.